Hey guys, welcome to today's podcast. It is the last week of spoopy season.
And this is number 5.
This is number 5.
Sorry, I just popped in right now. I don't know what I was thinking.
We are Bitches in Pajamas. Welcome.
Bitches in Pajamas.
So today we are going to be looking at the 50 scariest monsters in movie history.
And we're going to talk about them. We're going to tell you if they're scary, actually. And I will certainly link the link we're looking at below, so you guys can also check them out if you would like to. But if you don't want to,
I'm going to link this link to Domi because I won't remember.
Or we just won't link it. If it's not there, then we lost it. If it's not there, we lost it. You might just be listening to this and maybe you know what these are. But if you don't know and you want to look them up, there they are.
Okay. So.
Oh, okay, that was
no.
you. That was you. Hi, I got a text from Emily. Hi, Emily.
Okay, so number 50 is the Predator.
What?
From Predator 2.
From Predator. The Predator from Predator.
Alien vs. Predator. Alien vs. Predator. Something else.
What is that? You could tell it's a person.
Yeah, you can
You can tell it's a person. A really buff person. He might be really hot.
I like his dreads.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, are those dreads?
Yeah.
Why? Whoa, here, look, it says the scariest moment. The Predator fires a laser beam at George Dillon that rips his arm clean off. Oh, wait, so he has, like, laser beams. Like, what is it?
Whoa!
That's actually kind of cool. Can I be his friend?
No.
Oh, what weakness? Fighting former Mr. Universe champions? What does that mean?
I've never seen Predator or any of the
actually, to be
Alien
honest,
vs.
I
Predators.
don't know this one.
So, I will tell you right now, I have very limited monster.
I think most we do, which makes this more fun because we don't know anything.
I feel like this monster, I would definitely be scared of it if I, like, ran into it.
Oh, no, of course.
Especially because he's got, like, laser beams and shit. But, like, looking at a picture of him, you know why I don't like him?
Why?
You're gonna see it and you're gonna be pissed.
Uh-oh.
I feel like he has a spider face.
No.
Doesn't he, though?
Oh, he kind of does.
He has a spider face, and that's why
I didn't notice that until you said it, because I was too busy looking at him going, jazz hands.
Yeah.
In this picture.
No, he's got, like, spider face.
Like, he looks like he's about to go dance. Get down.
Yeah.
I'm not getting down with spiders, guys.
No, what
the Triffids? It looks like a flower.
It does.
A dead one.
It crashes through your window and terrorizes
a fancy dinner party. Weakness, seawater. See, now that's easy. You just go hang out by a beach.
Okay, this one doesn't scare me because it looks like a flower.
But that's probably what makes it scary, because you're like, ooh, flower, and then it, like, bites your face off or something. But how does it go crashing through a window?
All it does is disrupt the window, like, the party.
No, it crashes through a window. It crashed through a window.
Yeah, but that's all it did. It's not like
true.
it, like, ate
I like how
someone.
that said that was the scariest moment.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not scared of you, Mr. Flower.
I would still just go hang out by a beach, which is totally fine with me anyway, so.
Yeah.
What else we got? The Rhodosaurus. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Rhodosaurus.
From, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
That's a 50s movie.
It is.
It looks like claymation.
It does look like claymation.
Or like something like how they did King Kong back in the 30s. Did you ever see the original King Kong?
No.
The original King Kong, they actually did a claymation, like King Kong.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that looks like.
To me, he looks almost like a Komodo dragon.
Like just a really big one.
I just want to pet him.
And he's probably lost and scared and confused.
Yeah, he just...
What is the scariest moment? He's rampaging the streets? No, he's just lost, guys. You just call it rampaging because he's big.
Yeah.
What if Clifford went through New York? Like...
I know!
The huge dinosaur withstands military gunfire as it crushes its way through. See, he didn't do anything. He was just walking.
He was just trying to... making his way downtown. Burning buildings. Crashing cars. But he's alone now.
It's like a dog. If a dog went running around, it wouldn't know what it was doing, and it might bite something, but that's because it's scared. I mean, I have a feeling he's probably still not, like, in the movie really nice, but...
A dinosaur.
His weakness is radioactive isotopes. What does... Okay.
Also, I'm so glad that you can probably hear that.
What? No, you don't have to imitate it. You really do not have to imitate it. There is a horn going off out there. Emily, there we go. Oh my god. And sometimes that'll happen like late at night.
All the time.
When that guy goes by with the motorcycle and then like zooms by and then all these car alarms come off, I'm like,
you can't probably see me, but I want to die because I hate that man so much.
Oh, anyway, continuing on.
47.
Oh, Stripe. Okay, he's not scary to me because Gremlin was never scary to me.
Yeah, that was never a scary movie to me.
But I know it is a scary movie, but it was never a scary movie to me just because they looked fake enough, and also the original forms were so fucking cute. Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's okay, you little demon monster, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
They just remind me of like a weird lizard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He looks like a stuffed animal gone wrong.
Yeah. Weakness, sunlight, strictly spray tans.
Dig. Who wrote this?
No. Yeah, I'm not scared of you. 46.
Pumpkinhead. He looks like a weird skeleton, but not quite.
He looks like a skeleton alien.
Yeah, no, that's it. Look, do you see his shoulder pads, except they're shoulder bones?
Yeah.
They look like drumsticks, like chicken drumsticks.
Yes!
So stuck to his shoulders. But those claws are terrifying, I will say.
The claws are terrifying. He has a very, like, Barbie private place.
He does.
And
but,
it just makes me giggle.
Yeah, I don't know. He was in the movie Pumpkinhead, really.
Wow, and Pumpkinhead, too. Pumpkinhead, ashes to ashes, and Pumpkinhead.
Wait, I love the scariest moment line. Thinking he's shot Pumpkinhead dead, Joel does what all idiotic characters in horror movies do. He checks the seemingly lifeless body. And then the monster impales him. So yeah, I guess that would be...
With his own rifle. That's fucked up.
I mean, he was an idiot.
Yeah.
So... once again giving validity to the old phrase, leave well enough alone. Whoever wrote this is snarky. I applause to you.
Pumpkinhead doesn't... I mean, I wouldn't want to be faced with Pumpkinhead.
I think he would...
Look at his nips. He's got inverted nips.
He does. First thing I saw like, it looked like handprints on the nips.
Yeah.
I don't know why it looks like that.
No, it does. It looks
he
like
also
Lady
looks like
Gaga.
he's a little emaciated. He might need some food. Maybe you can go for those You have some drumsticks on your shoulders. Eat those first. Poor guy. I think he's just hungry.
I think he's just hungry. He's just a little hangry. Someone get him a Snickers.
No, I probably look like that when I'm hangry.
You just get drumsticks.
I stick drumsticks on my shoulders, and I just go hangry. Jesus. Okay.
See, okay, but I'm a little disappointed. His name is Pumpkinhead, and there's
no pumpkin. I would have thought so too. Maybe there's some backstory in the. Maybe like his face actually looks more like a pumpkin than we can see.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, that looks kind of terrifying. I gotta say, I do not like that.
I'm not a fan.
Anything that doesn't have like eyes, or I don't think that. I think that's a nose, not eyes. And if it is, I can't really tell.
No, those are eyes.
They're eyes. Well, even so, it's
that's his nose.
Upon first looking, I would be like, no eyes. Okay, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. Although without eyes, that at least means that they only go by sight and smell, which means you just have to be a little smart.
His weakness is English subtitles.
Wait, what does that mean? This guy said his weakness is English subtitles. It must be a movie joke. It's called The Pack from 2010. We should watch it at some point. Except maybe not. I don't like those teeth.
He almost reminds me of like a pit bull face.
Oh, now I feel bad for him.
That
he's a cannibal. They're cannibal monsters.
Oh.
So they're not fun anymore. I'm sorry. I can't feel bad. I can't feel bad for you. Anything that like gnaws on people, not really my thing. If it's just killing people, it's one thing. But if it's eating people, I'm like, I'm sorry.
The blob.
It just looks like Jello. It's like jelly.
No, it's like either a blood clot or like the inside of a donut.
It kind of feels like if you took like a plastic baggie and then filled it with Jello. That's what it would look like. That's probably how they actually made it. Something like that.
I am not afraid of it. I just want to eat it.
I feel like I'd be afraid of it if it tried doing something.
What does it do?
I'm trying to see. Well, the blob shoots out of the drain. It hugs its face. Oh. So it like basically like almost drowns people, suffocates people. That's kind of, I will say that's terrifying because
That is kind of scary.
my nightmare is to suffocate or drown.
Yeah.
I would not want that.
I would just eat it.
We don't love weakness, freezing cold. Fortunately, strip clubs in Montreal are cracking. Oh, I used to know how to pronounce this. Quetzalcoatl? I think it was something like that. It's the Quetzalcoatl or something like that.
No idea what the fuck this is.
It's like a dinosaur like thing.
It's like a dinosaur dragon.
It's based on some like urban myth. I would say urban. I think it was like an old like Indian myth or something.
I'm just tired. Apparently, it reminds me of like a dinosaur dragon, almost like the Jersey Devil, but like not.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, put this all out there. At the end of the day, all of these are obviously scary because they're all trying to kill us. But, like, at the same time, I'm like...
The
person who wrote this has the same sense of humor. Oh, my God. The serpent plucks a pesky sniper out of a building's tower. I like how they call him the pesky sniper. I'm on the side of this serpent.
Yeah,
I'm on his side. I think I would make him... Because I really like dragons, and he kind of reminds me of a dragon. Just like...
He's a dinosaur dragon.
Hey, he's like a little little baby dragon. What
was that show with the dinosaur dragons?
What?
When we were kids. Oh God.
Land Before Time?
No.
I was like, I can't. That's. Was it that cartoon one with the two little kids? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I cannot remember the name of it. They had like these. They like, I don't know, they were in their room and then occasionally they would like end up in, you know what I'm talking about?
They had all the dragons.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it's called.
Dragon Tales!
Dragon Tales, there you go. See, that's one of the dragons. See,
yeah.
In real life, they obviously look
He's just the ugly one, so he got really mad.
No, you know he's an ugly duckling. It's okay. He's going to turn into a beautiful swan after he eats the pesky sniper.
Yes.
Well, you dropped him instead, but that, you know, I think he's just it's a little clumsy. It's okay. He's learning.
Ooh.
Oh, that is actually...
These are called the critters.
I actually can't look at that for too long. That's actually terrifying.
They look like little angry baboon rats.
They're like Yetis, but tiny and angrier.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, like, even though they're like, if I don't look at their face, they could be cute. When I look at their face, that's just horrifying. Anything that has that many teeth and red eyes. Ooh.
Not here for it.
Yeah, let's just not. Oh, what was their weakness, though? I want to know what the guy said about it. Human feet. Which can just punt them with ease.
That sounds about right. We have both kicked rats in our lives.
Yep. It was an accident, I promise, any rat lovers out there.
My rat literally ran into me, so...
The crawling eye. Just the sound of that does not sound like something I'd ever...
I don't like that it looks like it rolled in, like, pubes or something.
You're right, though. Jesus, okay. The Trollenberg Terror.
I would literally kick the shit out of it.
I love old horror movie names.
I would literally punt that shit. Like, I was at
but
the
its
World
weakness
Cup.
is Molotov cocktails, which we could make. They're all homemade.
Or I could just punt it like I'm at the World Cup.
That's true, but I'm not sure that... But what if the pube things grab you?
They won't.
You say that now.
I'll lube my foot.
With its tentacles, that's what it is.
No, the tentacles are down here.
Oh.
He's just got a puby head.
That's weird. I don't like that.
I don't like it.
I like how he says, and it's amazing.
Oh!
I can't take that seriously.
That looks like an angry baby turtle.
It's like a Ninja Turtle who could never actually, like, he never really grew up. He's the runt of the litter. Everyone hated him. He couldn't hang out in their sewer and eat pizza.
He's low-key, like, terrifying, though.
I
Like,
know, I gotta say, like, that is...
hair.
Like, it makes me think of Annabelle, but, like, you know, like a doll.
Yeah.
And dolls creep me out, so that's what that makes me think of. However, it is just the toilet cool. Like, I can't take that seriously.
I'm also terrified of things being in the toilet, so...
Weakness, plungers, and anyone who just ate fast food meat. I'm pretty sure we could scare them away. Just
with my asshole.
With our assholes. Oh, we do need a plunger, by the way.
Didn't we buy one?
Oh, wait, did we?
I
Where
thought
is
we
it,
did.
though?
Oh.
No, we did buy one. It's somewhere. Never mind, we did, because we had to.
All right, so the next one is
giant
39.
ants.
The giant ants.
Are they shooting guns? I can't tell if that's just, like, something going on or if it's...
It's a battle scene. That's an airplane.
Okay, it almost looked like on first sight that, like, the ant is holding a gun. And I was just like, I'm so confused.
No, that's like feelers and shit.
Oh, you're right. Okay, that's creepy.
And
I was
think
like,
that's
why
a
is he...
tank right here?
Yeah, no, I would not like this, because giant bugs just don't sit well with me.
No. I'm not
In
here
general.
for giant bugs.
No, if there are giant spiders on this list, we're not going to stare at it too long.
No.
Like, let me
But
just...
their weakness are flamethrowers,
Flamethrowers.
so we'll just call David Dobrik.
Oh, yeah! Or possibly gigantic magnifying glasses, which we totally own.
Yes.
No, not again. The bugs.
Again.
He's hot.
Yeah.
No, not the bug, for anyone who doesn't know. There's a guy in the screenshot who is hot. And he's probably about to die.
Pissed off alien insects. Not
They don't really
here.
scare me so much as... Because they just kind of look like robotic things
They
to
do
me.
look like robotic things, but I'm just not...
Weakness. Unsubtly veiled propaganda.
I'm not here for the big bugs.
I'm not either. Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen Cloverfield. These things are kind of very terrifying.
Okay, I can't even tell what
It's a bug, and imagine... I don't know how to
looks
play
like a
it.
bug
Imagine
bat.
like a... Yeah, it's... Well, you can say bat, but yeah, it kind of has almost the anatomy of a bat without the wings, with the weird spidery legs, and then like those big mouths, and like too many eyes, kind of. Well, not really. Some of them.
I don't fuck with it.
You can look at another picture of them. They are actually they're very terrifying, and they're like, what even is their real weakness? I don't think they have one. An addiction to eating attractive, successful, and painfully bland NYC 20-somethings. Everybody knows they go right to the thighs. What the hell?
Yeah, like, he's a little terrifying.
Yeah. They're like fast, and, you know, they're all over the place, and they're big. So yeah, Cloverfield's kind of terrifying.
Pyramid Head is 36. Honestly, get that fashion.
I was gonna say, he looks like he's posing.
Yeah, like that fucking like
He's
skin
like-
dress. And like
The
combs.
muscles.
And like this is a Gaga.
Yeah,
With
you're
like a
right.
dead corpse as like the purse.
Yeah.
Like honestly, into it. Honestly, not afraid.
Oh, it's in Silent Hill. Okay, that already makes it terrifying to me. I'm sorry. I don't know if you've ever seen Silent Hill or
no,
played
I
any of the
haven't.
games. One of the most terrifying franchises in my life.
I dig this. Like this is my Halloween costume.
Wait, we should actually do scary ones the next year. For real.
Maybe.
By the way, I don't like this image in the ad next to it.
Oh yeah, no.
Anyway, the Crowley Demon.
It looks almost like
Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah.
I'm seeing Jabba the Hutt, except
Same.
a little smaller.
Yeah, it's like a skinny Java.
Yeah.
Like he just kind of went on a little diet.
Yeah.
Looking
no.
cute for Princess Leia. Like
I mean, he's sitting on top of some people, but
yeah, I don't know.
I
He
mean, I
doesn't
guess I would
scare
be
me.
too.
He's Jabba the Hutt, so
Yeah, I mean to be honest, like the face is a little terrifying,
yeah.
but like so is Jabba's. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, he doesn't scare me at all.
He is.
This is treadmills. Honestly, same.
Who's writing this? This guy is brilliant. Cyclops, not
Cyclops.
scary. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
And it's also claymation too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like King Kong in the original King Kong is, and I wonder if that's gonna show up. But King Kong, the original King Kong, is at the time because it was the 30s, was probably like really amazing. But because it's claymation, he looks kind of cute, and I feel bad for him. I'm like, poor King Kong.
Oh my
Everyone's
God.
screaming at him.
He's got weird nipples.
That might just be
Cyclops.
issues with the clay. Oh.
Oh.
Do you know this one?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Oh,
I
this
do,
is from
yes, I do.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch a lot of the Star Wars. I need to,
it's-
but I don't.
I have all of them. Well, all the originals.
That's good.
Those are the
That's the
good
one I
ones.
want to watch. Oh, I have seen the original 3. Is that like
Wait.
which I think was
The original 3 as in...
from way back.
Okay,
yeah.
so the first 3 that were ever made.
Yeah, which are, I think those are 4, 5, 6, right?
Yes.
So that
4,
was
5, and
6.
6.
So that, I must have seen it, but that was a
You
long
have.
time ago that I last saw it.
This is when they're at Jabba the Hutt, and then all of a sudden they go down in that hole and they're in that room. And then there's that monster and it tries to eat them.
Oh, that's the one?
Yeah.
Why does that look so not as great as when I last remember it? Like, almost like looking at claymation again. I'm sure, I don't know.
Yeah. He's kind of terrifying, but like...
yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a monster that they put so many parts into to try to make it look terrifying, and it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, well, another monster with teeth all over the place and like bumps everywhere and claws, you know? Like,
he's also really big, so I feel like it's just easier to get away. And he's also kind of dumb.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So.
What is his weakness? George Lucas's inability to stop tinkering with his movies, like every other Star Wars character. Oh, poor baby. Emotep. It's a mummy.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know what you are.
Emotep is like an old king, a pharaoh, I think.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
He just looks like an old wrinkly man.
He doesn't go very fast.
No.
I'll be honest. It's a mummy. Of all the horror characters that come out, mummies are kind of at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have to help him along and be like, come on, you can do this.
Yeah.
Come and get me.
I've never seen any of the mummy movies.
I actually haven't either. I just happen to know.
Yeah.
So maybe why they walk faster than I think.
I don't know. Dog gargoyle.
So it's a dog, but a
from
terrifying
Ghostbusters.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from Ghostbusters.
Semi-horrifying because I'd be like, oh, puppy, and then it'd be like, rah, and I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, but like, I just don't like how it's like vaguely based off a pit bull.
I agree.
And I know why people do it, just because it for a lot of people it evokes fear because some people don't like them, but it just makes me not happy.
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on.
Sorry about my yawning, but yeah, no.
I mean, they had to pick a dog, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce that one. Guomo?
From the host.
That kind of doesn't look fun. I would not
I
like
don't
that
like
one.
Its tail.
I don't
It's
like
got,
its
a rat
mouth.
tail. Yeah, his mouth is.
That looks weird. It looks like a beak.
It's like a great white shark with 4 legs and a rat tail.
I'm not gonna lie. Anything that looks like it has a beak terrifies me, mostly because I used to have nightmares about my pets growing beaks and then biting me. This happened like for probably a solid year in my childhood, where I had the same dream of my cat growing a beak, and I would be like, "Come here, Max," and he would turn around and bite me, and then I'd wake up.
Teeth are so much more threatening than beaks.
I know, but whenever I see a beak, I get triggered. I'm like, oh my god, beaks!
That's so
They had
weird.
teeth inside the beaks, but like it was implied that was the case.
The skeleton.
Then not really, guys.
No, you just like break their bones.
And I wouldn't feel bad about it. I'd take a baseball bat. Mm-hmm. Wait, I want to see what their weakness is. Baseball bat? Swords, kicks, punches, just like any other living swordsman. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, not really.
Run over it with a car,
Yeah. The Terminator.
To be honest, the Terminator actually never freaked me out. I think in real life, of all the monsters that would be chasing me, Terminator might be one of my scariest, just because of who he is.
Yeah, I've never seen the Terminator.
But the fact that he's a humanoid and like speaks is kind of...
That's kind of weird.
He does, which kind of makes it slightly less scary on a logical standpoint, because like at least there's comprehension there.
Yeah. Huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
Jason Voorhees.
A person-ish.
Again, I've never seen Friday the 13th.
I have. It was a scary movie, but it was, it was kind of like it was a typical slasher to me,
I feel like what I've seen from Jason is Jason moves really fucking slow.
I mean, he's basically a person. He just moves like a fucking person. And because it's a horror movie, they constantly make the horror guy go like...
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, not exactly. I mean, again, in real life, scary, yeah. But at least I think in real life, I'd feel like I could probably get away.
Yeah.
You know? If I wasn't one of the stupid horror movie cliches, then I'd be fine. If you snuck up on me, then, I'm dead, but whatever.
I think he just, he's more or less threatening than, a real murderer, I feel like. I don't know.
What is his weakness?
Bad
actresses. Who love showing off their boobs during sex and shower scenes. I mean, it's typical slasher. It's just kind of a thing.
Yeah.
The graboids. What the fuck?
From Tremors.
What the fuck is that?
It looks like a
very limp dick. Like a super
eating.
long and super... Oh, is that what it's eating?
Yeah.
I thought that was its tentacles.
I think it's kind of like a really big beetle.
Or like a beached whale.
Yeah, it looks like a really big beetle.
I'm very confused by this thing. Oh, it's strategic, though. It's the scariest moment. Showing their strategic brain power, the graboids dig a huge ditch in the path of a bulldozer, causing the machine to wreck. I mean, if you're smart enough, you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't tell what those are. I mean, I don't know. It seems so clumpy and big that as long as you, moved very far away, you'd probably be okay.
And it doesn't look like it can move fast. 25.
Count Dracula. No, I'm sorry, not scary. Vampires don't scare me in these movies.
Yeah, no. Not really.
Especially Count Dracula. I think because Count Dracula is now more of a meme at this point. His weakness is also sunlight. What is this?
I don't know.
Wait, what did it say? Caesar? The Cabinet of Dr. I've heard this movie. 1920s. It's a very old movie. I've heard of this one. Oh, I wonder if they're going to bring up Nosferatu. That's kind of freaky.
Weakness is alarm clock. Same.
Wait, you're Caesar.
Yeah.
This guy looks like someone who is just woke. It's like one of the parents came in to wake up their emo teenager.
I was going to say, it looks like someone woke up a drag queen after they took off their wig.
And he's just waking up and he's like, Dad, I don't want to get up.
And he's like, eat your Cheerios! Dad, I don't Cheerios.
Want to get up. I'm like, Cheerios are for babies. This is what I'm imagining going on here.
Yeah.
And just hating alarm clocks. He doesn't have one. He doesn't own one. So his parents have to wake him up.
Yeah. You're going to be late for school.
What was the scariest moment? The first time the doctor opens up Caesar's coffin to reveal the black-eyed, white face. Wait, so that was the scariest moment? He basically just exists?
Dumb.
Literally, his scariest moment is his existence. That is sad. I'm sorry, Caesar.
Okay, but why is that 24? At least Jason killed bitches.
I have a feeling it's not, ranked.
Oh.
It's probably just, numbers. Jaws. I will say Jaws was kind of terrifying, and that's partly what scares me about being in the ocean, even though I have swam with sharks, and they're fine.
You've swam with sharks?
Virgin Islands.
Oh.
Mostly nurse sharks, which do nothing.
I forget that you had an adventurous childhood.
Look, I was in the islands. We swim with all sorts of things. Swam with stingrays. Almost ran into jellyfish. We were coral reefs, so we would just sit around there. Look at them.
I've pet a shark before. My dad used to catch sharks.
Yeah.
They were sand sharks.
Yeah,
but they were sharks.
Oh yeah, nurse sharks. They used to do that at Coral World, which they would hold up a nurse shark and you got to pet it, which obviously a poor shark. I feel bad for it now.
Yeah.
But pretty much whenever we would go on the beach, there was this one area we would go to, and the nurse sharks, there were 3 trampolines attached by little slides, and there were nurse sharks that used to just kind of be in the middle. And we would just swim with them. Occasionally, I'd be afraid of landing on them because I didn't know, if I landed on them, maybe they'll get scared, in which case, I wouldn't. But it never happened.
Yeah. And
if it did, they ran away. But they're complete bottom feeders, so... Anyway, but yeah, Jaws would terrify me, though.
Yeah, no, Jaws...
Because, there's not much you can do when you're in the water, you know?
Yeah, no,
you can't get away.
They 100% have the high ground there.
I think anything that's faster than me in whatever, and I feel helpless about it, it's basically kind of terrifying.
Yeah. My dad always watches Shark Week, so I don't know way too much information about sharks to be comfortable near them.
Wait, what did that say about his weakness? Oh god, Pinhead. I hate Pinhead.
Exploding scuba tanks.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Pinhead is 22. Never seen.
I've never seen it. However, just the look is terrifying. But the way I'm looking at it is like the nails are like into his face. What happens if you just like hit the nail and it just
right
goes into him?
That could go in his brain super easy. Just get a hammer.
Yeah, just kind of like, or like accidentally run into him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, not scared of him. I mean, I don't.
It looks kind of terrifying to me because I have a feeling that like probably the pins don't do shit to him. Oh, but I like a weakness: hats, lightning bolts, low-hanging entryways.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you're putting him in a lightning
I have
storm.
heard Hellraiser's pretty scary though.
Just put him in a lightning storm.
I just don't know. He looks superhuman, like not human.
Or get like a like one thing to the car, one thing to his like he's dead. I don't know.
Yeah. The baby in Eraserhead? That's not a baby.
That's not a baby.
Well, apparently it is.
It's a sperm-like creature.
I've heard of Eraserhead.
Oh
god, it's like a giant sperm. That's terrifying.
The sight of the sperm-like creature.
Sores and all, crying in agony as it struggles to breathe. So pretty much its existence again.
I don't know. It looks just like an undeveloped baby.
I gotta say, I find every time when the scariest moment is just, the sight of the monster, I'm like, okay, but that's not what makes a monster scary. Now you're just judging based on how it fucking looks.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he just needs a hug.
The pterodactyls. Okay, no, these were terrifying. In The Mist.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Mist?
I think I saw it once, like a really long time ago.
Ooh, and the book's also kind of scary. But
I
was wondering if The Mist was gonna come up because The Mist, those monsters terrified me. Mostly because you don't see them until they're there, and then they're gone, and they just like just kill, and it's just yeah. I do not like them.
I'm not a fan. Low-key love dinosaurs, but not a fan.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of them either.
The
Wait,
T-Rex.
I'd like to see their weaknesses. Bullets, broomsticks, and torches. That one's not as funny. You're supposed to be funny.
The T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Honestly,
not scary. I love dinosaurs.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Evolution.
you got weakness evolution. But clearly that didn't work this time because people brought him back to life.
Right?
So really, our weakness is evolution.
Yeah.
Our weakness is evolving to the point where we think, let's bring back the things that died.
Yeah. See, I'm the asshole that's like, dinosaur, let me pet you. And it's like, oh, you're dead.
Of all of them, like, the raptors are probably technically the scariest.
Yeah.
But they're also like, especially after watching Jurassic World, I'm like, no, Blue. Like, they're cute. I like you.
Yeah. I like dinosaurs.
I do too. Freddy Krueger. That was one of the ones I mentioned that I used to, I think because that was my mom's favorite horror movie, if I recall. So Freddy Krueger was my favorite.
This is the one with Johnny Depp in it, right?
Was Johnny Depp in it?
The very first one.
You know, it might have actually. He might have been in it.
And then there's like a party or something, and he's like on the bed, and then all of a sudden the claws go through the bed and kill him.
Wait, was that him in that?
Yeah, that's Johnny Depp.
What the?
That was Johnny Depp's first movie.
Wait, I didn't. I must have not have known. I didn't know he was in it. I've seen it.
Yeah. I think I've seen...
Oh my god, he was. He was.
Yeah.
Oh, he was Glenn. Oh.
Yeah, it was his very
god.
first movie ever.
I don't know why I didn't know that was him. I think it's because he was pretty young anyway. I mean, it was 1984.
But I think I've watched the first one once, and I don't think I was as scared of him.
I think the idea of him terrifies me. Because it's like, you can't go to sleep. And you know how much I love my sleep.
Valid.
So, like, this idea that I have to stay awake in order to stay away from him is kind of like, I would kill myself. I'd be like, I'm done.
One of those things that he just came when you were sleeping kind of a thing?
Yeah, he lived in your nightmares, basically.
Okay. Kind of
so
like a Dear David situation, almost.
Yeah. And it was a similar situation. I mean, he kind of, like, he affected them outside of it.
Yeah.
But where he actually showed up was in the nightmares.
Oh.
He was a nightmare creature.
Interesting.
Yeah, so all the ways he killed people was very creative and very
I think I respect him then. It's not necessarily a fear, it's a respect.
Yep. Wait, weakness. I like to see them. Was that King Kong? I think I saw King Kong. Yeah. His inability to avoid becoming mortal once he's pulled out of dreams. That is true, actually, because how he's killed is like, well, once he is pulled out of a dream, he becomes mortal, so you can kill him. However, he doesn't die. Although in one of the second or whatever ones, he might eventually die. But I know in the first one, they thought he died, and then he didn't.
Yeah, no, because there's like 50 of them.
Yeah, so so perhaps he does die eventually, but
King
again,
Kong.
this is one of the originals. I guess that Caesar one was like actual the original because that was 1920. But King Kong, I have seen this version of it too. Even in the future versions, King Kong never scared me. I felt bad for him.
I've never seen a King Kong.
He just acts like an animal.
Yeah.
He acts like an animal would,
Yeah.
If you go on trying to, be in his territory and take the things that he thinks are his, then, of course he's gonna, whatever.
Yeah. For me, I'm just like, animal, let me pet
The
you.
thing about King Kong is it's very much one of those, movies where it's like, got the blonde, woman in there.
Yeah.
And she's very much a damsel in distress.
I knew, that's, the cliche, part of King Kong.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's very, very much. Yeah. It's basically the whole movie, and I'm like... But yeah, he's not scary. He's very confused. He wants her to like him. He really wants her... But because he's an animal, of course he doesn't understand the concept of, okay, I'll let you leave.
Yeah.
He's an animal.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't scare me.
Yeah, again, it doesn't scare me.
The Phantom.
He looks terrifying.
Yeah, he's supposed to.
I know.
What
I meant is he looks terrified, is what I meant to say, actually. I mean, he looked terrified.
Gerard Butler was too hot for the role.
I didn't know Phantom of the Opera was from 1925, the original.
Yeah.
I've never seen the original.
I think I technically own it.
I've only seen the stage, the musical.
Yeah.
Several times. And the movie, which the movie was kind of weird, but I didn't hate it. I think it's super uber romantic, whereas the musical is almost creepier.
Yeah.
Is the way I kind of see it. Or at least the way I've seen it portrayed.
Okay. I don't know. I saw it on Broadway, and I saw the movie, and I felt like they were very similar.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say he terrifies me. He's just kind of weird. Just a little bit weird. I feel Mirrors, obviously, also dentist and toothbrush. I don't know. I feel a little bad for him, but also kind of like...
Yeah, no, I feel bad for him. That's...
which I feel like that's kind of... I used to think that was the point of the whole movie, was to feel bad for him. But I guess not. I don't know.
No, I always felt bad.
I still haven't seen the original, though, so I'm kind of curious. I didn't know it was that old, honestly. The Creeper. Ooh.
Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
What is that? Have I seen Jeepers? I thought I saw it, but I thought I'd seen it, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, this doesn't look familiar.
I've never seen it, but you look like a almost like the guy from the Airbender. What's his name?
The Airbender? Like Avatar: The Last Airbender? Like which... With
the little thing, it looks like a gray one.
Oh,
with a lot of
the
teeth.
guy that's the firebender that can shoot the things out of his head.
I don't know. He's got the arrow. He's like the little kid.
You mean Aang? He looks like Aang. Aang's the main kid.
Oh, then yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about there was a firebender guy that used to have a diamond thing on his head and used to shoot lasers out of his head, basically. Okay, I guess he could look like Aang, but much like Aang. For me, he looks kind of like Thanos.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a Thanos vibe here.
I see that too. He's just choking.
Or Aang if he got really angry.
Yeah.
Casually driving down the highway. Weakness. Any day that's not the 23rd day of every 23rd spring. That's so random. I'm sure it's...
Thing in the Crate from Creepshow.
I've never seen this one either. Wow, there's so many.
Weird...
It's a monkey.
Werewolf monkey.
It's it's a werewolf monkey bat.
Just get a tranquilizer.
Just leave it in the crate. Just leave it in the crate.
The lack of desire to stray far away from the crate. Yeah, just don't go near it.
Leave it in the fucking crate. Don't touch it.
The pale man.
I already do not like this.
Yeah.
This is already nope.
It reminds me of the Seekers in Once Upon
Oh, yeah,
a
Seekers.
Time.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't like his cow nose.
He's got a weird goatee thing going on there.
He has braces.
He's he looks old. He looks like he has really old, old, old people teeth.
Kind of, but it also looks like he has
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Right now, it looks like he's trying to make a face at someone. He's trying to be funny. He's
yeah,
and everyone's screaming at him. So
honestly, why?
It's from Pan's Labyrinth. I've always wanted to see that. I gotta be honest.
Why do we have the same skin flaps?
No, you don't. You're fine.
When I get skinny.
It is from Pan's Labyrinth, and I really want to see it because I've heard good things about it, and I want to see it.
His weakness.
Overly firm handshakes. Well, his eyes are on his hands, right?
Yeah.
Or her. I don't judge. Their eyes are on their hands. Like, if you, like, went and, like, just held hands with them, you couldn't do shit.
That sucks. Oh, he can never hold hands.
Like, if he held the hand, then he'd be blind in one eye. That's really depressing. That's why he just makes jokes. He goes like this. He's like...
But he can never have, like, a romantic stroll.
No.
That's so upsetting. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
He looks like he's a fun guy. This one...
The Gill Man.
He kind of looks like he is either posing or about to do a dance. Like, I see him, like, going like...
Yeah. He just reminds me of Old Greg.
Is that his mouth? Because he looks like he's smiling.
He's got fish mouth.
Wow, I mean, it's definitely a human. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. That was one I've heard of. I'd never seen it. As the sexy Kay Lawrence takes a nice, casual swim, the creature stalks her from underneath the water, swimming parallel to Kay and ogling her. That is such, like, a, you know, pre-50s thing where the monster is just ogling at women.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Why? Why is that a thing?
It just reminds me of a more intense Old Greg. Like, Old Greg, whenever, like, he actually started turning into, like, a fucking, like, sea creature.
What is it? Weakness. Sexy women wearing one-piece bathing suits. We feel you. I mean, I don't know. He looks, I don't know. I feel like he's got a story. He looks like he's dancing. He looks like he's a little buff, and his little family, like, he was probably like, I'm going to go out and show you. You'll see. He was the weird one. Oh, God.
This I don't like.
I don't really want to look at that. I'm going to be honest. From Brood, I already don't like that.
Psychomatic
Offspring. So they're basically, they look like they're like a poltergeist. It's kind of what it seems like.
Yeah. It's a bunch of, like, evil children, like, eating a body, basically.
Yeah, like I said, anything that has cannibals,
like, weird
cannibalistic
noses.
tendencies. Can we not look at that? That's going to be nightmares.
No.
So wait, I want to see what it says. The Brood, never seen it. Is it the Brood or the Broad? Oh, the Brood. In the middle of an otherwise calm grade school classroom, two of the evil kids beat their teacher to death with toy. Oh, wait a minute. So these were, like, actually humans.
Oh.
So what? Kids just became bad, or were they possessed? Now I'm curious.
Now I kind of want to watch it.
Wait, what is this about?
I don't know. But, like, they don't have, like, normal kid faces. Like, they have, like, a distinct, different face. Like, they have prosthetics on.
No, yeah.
So
but, like, that just makes me... Oh, wait, they're all from the same person.
Oh.
So it's like maybe she had kids who were, like, demonic kids, and then they went to schools, and then they were evil, so they, like, did bad things, maybe. I don't know.
That's like...
Oh, wait. Scroll back up again. Let me see. Weakness. The death of their mother kills them due to the loss of their psychic connection. Oh, so she might be the real bad guy?
I don't know, man.
God, I'm actually really intrigued by this. Even if it looks terrifying, I gotta say.
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued. Anything with, like, evil children and cannibal stuff, that creeps me out. Oh, it's Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh,
what just happened?
What happened?
What did you do?
Oh, no.
Like, scroll back down. Pretty much, the next one was Jekyll and Hyde. Pretty much the Hyde side of it.
Yeah. Which, again, never actually seen.
I've seen that one. It's a person who's kind of crazy, but it's like his other side. That's kind of the point of it. Like, Jekyll and Hyde is like he splits himself in two.
Yeah.
I love the music from Jekyll and Hyde.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure if the original movie... I don't think the movie wasn't. And then it was a musical? I think that's what it was. I'm going to be honest.
Gotcha.
Kind of not sure anymore.
He just looks like kind of like a vampire.
I mean, pretty much.
With just, like, more teeth.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he
like,
doesn't scare me that much.
Wait, I need to keep... You know what I like to do. Jekyll's contents plus anything that can kill flesh and blood. Plus anything that can kill a flesh and blood human. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he is just kind of flesh and blood. Godzilla. Well, again, like a dinosaur monster. Not really terrifying.
It's the same thing as the Komodo dragon and
or like
Godzilla,
the Quetzalcoatl,
yeah,
whatever
and
that.
Like King
Look,
Kong.
do you see how many Godzilla movies there are?
So
Holy
many.
crap! Look at that. Godzilla raids again. King Kong versus Godzilla. Mothra versus God. I'd never heard of half of these.
No, there's so many.
They really played on
Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. that shit I need to see.
Wait, that sounds like a Sharknado kind of shit.
Yeah, it does.
Godzilla versus everyone. Like, geez, everyone hates Godzilla. Or, like,
Oh my
everyone
god,
loves
he's
Godzilla.
the Logan Paul. Like,
yeah, everyone wants to fight him. Or he wants to fight everybody. Still, Logan Paul. Mouse that don't match English dubbing. That's right, because it was originally a Japanese thing. Brundlefly. Ooh.
I don't like him.
Ooh. No.
He's got weird hair.
It's a bug.
Yeah.
It's a movie called The Fly.
I don't like him.
I do not like that.
We're gonna keep scrolling.
The Charms.
Wolfman.
Oh, Wolfman's not great freaky. Hotness. Sorry. The Wolfman is not really freaky. It's just kind of a human with slightly wolf features.
It's literally a human
who looks kind of surprised half all the time.
Oh. Alright, so the next one is the Wolfman. Basically, I don't know, he just looks like a human who just needs to shave. Like,
silver bullets and the constant need for a good blow dryer. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you much about that one. The humanoid crawlers.
I don't like your face.
They look like, oh my god, so you don't play Skyrim.
No.
But they look like the Falmer from Skyrim for anyone who knows what that means.
He reminds me of like Gollum.
Yeah, which is basically what the Falmer are. They're like goblin-ish creatures.
Yeah.
Technically dwarves, but
The Thing. That is my face.
I have seen The Thing a while ago.
That's my face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like he's about to take a shit. Look, it really looks like he's about to take a shit.
He's been backed up for about a week.
Like, you know, he's really taking a shit. Like, he is, it's just...
That's what's all on the ceiling and everything.
Oh, but I feel like that would still terrify me, probably.
Yeah.
Like, what, sausage patties in the Antarctic wilderness? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, the Wicked Witch. Oh, not freaky. No, especially after now that I know Wicked and the plot of Wicked, it doesn't scare me anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't really scare me. Like, I would hate to, like,
She dies because of water.
Yeah, but, like, if I was Dorothy, like, I would be scared. Like, she's a bitch.
But, like, of all the other monsters, I'm like, this one, like, she's, I don't know. I feel like it's just, she's a person.
Yeah.
The Xenomorph.
From Alien.
Which I have seen this one, too. Because, like, you don't really see, like, faces, they pretty much only have mouths. They are pretty terrifying, but because I've also seen them so much and they kind of look cool, less terrifying.
I feel like they just look like robots, so I would just want to throw water at it and like have it like short circuit.
Yep.
So
yeah, I saw Prometheus. I saw Alien. I've seen Alien versus Predator. I've seen Prometheus. I've seen the other ones.
Nope.
I like them, just I don't know why, because they're more actiony than horror. I'll say that.
Oh, okay.
They're more action movies, to be completely honest.
Gotcha.
With horror elements. Count Orla. Oh, is that no, it's not. Never mind. Oh, it is. Nosferatu. Haha. His name was Count Orla.
I've seen pictures of him.
Nosferatu was a very intriguing, one of the very first horror films of its kind. It was more of a gothic film. And it used mostly like shadows and like weird geometric shapes to kind of get across the feeling that something was off. Gotcha. Because there's not much they could do, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was actually really intriguing. I wouldn't say it was scary. It was just weird.
He just looks like he needs to cut his nails.
Yeah.
Is he a vampire-like thing?
Yeah, Nosferatu is a vampire.
Gotcha.
But pretty much, like, he doesn't really do anything. He just kind of, like, is there, and that's what's scary.
Gotcha.
Like, at least that's what I got from it. And, of course, Frankenstein's monster. We all saw that one coming. It had to be in here.
Yeah, I think I've only seen...
I saw the... there's a comedy version of Frankenstein. I've seen the original Frankenstein, but I've
I've watched the original, but there's... What is it called? It's one of my dad's favorite movies.
It's like this really funny version of Frankenstein that like is
and it has the guy from Willy Wonka.
Yeah, it does. And it was so funny. Is it one of those that's listed there? I'm sure if we looked up funny version of Frankenstein, can we watch that actually at some point? Oh no, okay. I just think it's funny.
Oh, I didn't like it.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I loved it.
My dad made me watch it, and I hated it.
I just thought it was just so It was so funny.
Young Frankenstein.
Oh, there you go.
That's what it's called.
But anyway, yeah, the Monster of Frankenstein. Not particularly scary.
No.
I remember I read the book, the original book, Frankenstein.
Oh,
we had to read it for school. I hated it.
Okay.
I hated it. And it's because, first of all, the monster in there is actually really intriguing. Mm-hmm. The monster in the book is he really talks and has very intellectual discussions. He's never referred to by a name. He's the Monster of Frankenstein, or just the monster. And Dr. Frankenstein is a fucking mess.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. All he does half the time is talk about the moon and leaves. There are paragraphs with him just like brooding under the moon, or like talking about some leaves falling or some shit like that. And I'm like, okay.
Ew.
And every time the monster would come in, I'd be like, thank God. Like, just, can you get rid of him? Because he's really annoying. And he would just have discussions. Like, pretty much I feel like the entire book was basically about his mental state. The doctor's mental state. Like, he was just, there was something going on there.
Yeah.
He was having, clearly he had there were obvious issues involved because he had weird family life. But the monster was just kind of like, almost like he was kind of there and would occasionally cause some problems. And he didn't really have empathy. So he's kind of like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a psychopath.
Yeah. I don't know. Frankenstein doesn't really bother me. He also moves real slow.
Yeah. After reading, again, I didn't like the book, but after reading it, I had an appreciation for the monster. Me being like, look, Dr. Frankenstein, he's the one I just want to be gone. Mm-hmm. Like, I do not like him. You're a monster for talking about the moon for 2 pages. Stop it.
I think the only, did I read Dracula? I feel like we had to read Dracula in school.
I never had to read Dracula in school.
Why do I feel like I did? It was either we had to read Dracula or... No, I think we did. I think we had to read Dracula. And we also learned about, the story, where Dracula, came from and all that stuff.
But anyway, most of these, in the end aren't particularly terrifying on looking, except for, anything with cannibals. That pale man.
Yeah. Out of all of the monsters, either on this or just from movie, what is the scariest monster to you?
Scariest monster to me?
It doesn't have to be on this list.
No, but, I was originally gonna say, the monsters from The Mist, probably.
Okay.
Terrified me the most. It's mostly because that movie really terrified me the most. Because
Uh-huh.
it was kind of a, look into also the human condition as well.
Yeah.
With, the humans about to sacrifice people and stuff. And I was like, ah. But, no, the monsters from that terrified me because they're fast. You can't see them coming. They're, most of the time, dinosaur-looking ones don't freak me, but these are just kind of...
Yeah.
Not like that.
That makes sense.
But if I had to pick ones, that's probably what I would pick.
Interesting.
Anything that's fast like that just kind of freaks me out. At the same time as being at least they'd kill me quickly.
Valid.
So, there's that.
Valid. The movie that I will always think is the scariest is The Fourth Kind.
Yeah, you keep saying that one.
So I would honestly have to say that, the scariest monsters would be owls. Because that's what freaks me out about the movie, which aren't even monsters. They're birds, and even if I see
but in The Fourth Kind, yeah. Owls are supposed to be, they're apparently harbingers of evil. I can't say this.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of bad omens and stuff.
Yeah.
I like owls a lot.
I think owls are very beautiful and very badass.
But apparently in lore, they're just kind of evil.
Yeah, and
which I didn't know until rather recently, actually.
Yeah. But for me, I don't know, the imagery that they use in that
it's true.
Triggers me hardcore. So
that one's a very it's psychological. It kind of gets to you in that way. And I think some of the best movies are the ones that do that. Yeah. I can't watch them unless I'm in the right frame of mind. Yeah. But I'm dying. I don't know, it gets one of my favorite, again, horror movies is Cabin in the Woods because it has that sense of humor that I need to be able to, I can watch it and afterwards not feel, so weird.
Yeah. One of the ones I really like, I really like M. Night movies.
Yeah, I know you do.
But there's a movie called Let Me In, and it's about a little girl who's a vampire. Oh. That one's really interesting. It's kind of freaky. I don't know if you would like it.
It's funny because you never know what kind of horror movie I'm gonna like. Because sometimes, like for example, that one with the brood is really intriguing to me right now, and I really want to know what it is. Even though that of all the monsters on the list, that was definitely one of the freakiest to me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Anything with like has to do with like poltergeist like situations, not for me. So by the way, the poltergeist, not a fan.
Oh, I like
not
that
a fan.
one.
I mean, I liked it, but not a fan of the monster.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I did like the poltergeist. The original.
Yeah, I've never seen anything but the original.
They had a new version of it that they made.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it. It kills me that little girl died so young though.
Oh, you're right. She did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is depressing.
Also, Carrie. Carrie's a good one.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah. I've never seen the most recent
I
one.
saw that one first, and then I went and saw the old one.
Okay.
I think I like the old one better, surprisingly, with me being usually the first one you watch is the one you're more attached to. But I like the old one better, and I think I like the new one felt more like a weird slasher film.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't slasher, but like it kind of had the feeling of like, you know, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how in all these horror movies, and not all of them, but all the slasher horror movies, they have like, you know, the hot girls.
Yeah.
And you know, kind of weird sexiness to it, which I felt like it almost had like a teeny bit of it, and I wasn't a fan of that. But the original Carrie actually just felt right. Yeah. Like, you know?
One day we'll have to watch Carrie the musical, because that's pretty good.
I didn't know there was a musical.
Yeah.
I think I would enjoy that. I'm going to be honest, I think I would really... Is it kind of campy? Kind of curious. Or is it, like, actually still scary? Because it's kind of hard to make a horror musical, I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily, like... I wasn't, like, terrified watching it. Mm-hmm. But it's not, like, super cheesy and stuff. One of my middle schoolers, shout out Nate, showed it to me.
I want to see it. That actually sounds really, really intriguing.
Yeah. I had another movie that I was like, that.
There's always, whenever someone asks me, like, think of your favorite horror movies, I'm like, I can never think of things in my head. And then when you say them, I'm like, oh, right. No, I have seen that sometimes.
The birds. The birds freak me out.
That was my other, I was literally, when you were talking about the owls, the ones in the fourth kind, I was literally thinking about the birds. Because that was, looking at it now, it's very clearly like you could see the the green screenish stuff involved, but it was very terrifying at the time, especially because it's such a normal thing.
Yeah,
you know.
I have never seen the birds full out.
Really?
Yes. But I remember being at one of my childhood best friend's house, and her and I were playing in her room, and all of a sudden we came out to the living room, and her parents were watching the birds. And all of a sudden, it was, like, the part where, like, all the birds come in and they're, like, banging into windows and walls and, like, attacking them. And we were just like, what the fuck is this? Gotta go.
Yeah, no, it's
no,
kind
thank you.
That, I think, if I recall, was that my mom's not my mom's favorite, because she likes Nightmare on Elm Street, if I recall correctly, anyway. But was it her who mentioned the birds, or was it someone else? I don't know. It was someone in our family who, like, really liked the birds, but, like, also was, like, terrified by it.
No.
I can't remember who it was. But yeah, no, the birds, no. Again, especially because it's like real animals in our lives. You like stare at crows and you're like, I'm watching you. Like those things, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
We have crows.
I'm gonna be honest. It makes my heart happy. Besides, like, vampires being associated with bats, there surprisingly aren't many, like, bat horror movies.
No.
As what you might expect based on how bats are so associated with, like, Halloween and stuff. Like, spiders are involved usually, and other bugs are involved.
Thank you.
And, like, birds apparently are involved. But, like, off the top of my head, I can't really imagine, like, occasionally they come out of places and stuff.
Yeah.
For, like, jump scares, but that's it. They don't do anything.
No.
So I do find that intriguing to me.
But vampire bats, man.
But I've never even seen, like, a horror movie about vampire bats. Aside from vampires, you know?
Yeah. No, 100%.
So I just find that weird, because I feel like there are plenty of people who are, afraid of bats.
Yeah.
So I just find that intriguing. I mean, I'm sure some exist. I just don't know them.
Think they're cute, but not everyone does.
I know. Which is why I'm saying this. Yeah. I find it intriguing that they're not more horror movies about them.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, like I feel like there would be, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
But there aren't. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just a hard thing to make. Maybe that's why they make some of the flying animals kind of have bat-like appearances.
Probably.
So that's probably as far into bat territory as they get, really.
Yeah.
Maybe because they know that bat faces are cute, so they can't do anything with them. Although, Gremlins is a horror movie, too. They're really cute, guys. I shared Emily some beautiful photos of cute bats the other day.
You can't see my face right now, but you can imagine what it looks like.
They're so cute. One was having a toothbrush, and he was brushing the bat's fur on top of his head. It was so cute. And then there were little bundles of bats together. You're going to come home, and I'm going to have bats in the house.
Bitch, if you bring bats into this house...
I'm just going to be like, Emily, don't go to your room. They're hiding in there. I'm kidding.
I
am kidding. I'm not.
And you.
You can't have bats as pets.
People try.
I'm sure people have tried, but I know you cannot have bats as pets, and I would not want to have a bat as a pet. I appreciate them from a distance. Anyway, I think we're done.
I think we are, because we need to stop talking about bats. If you enjoyed this podcast, let us know.
Yeah, just comment. Comment, by the way, like if you're actually going through and following this, or if you want to do it later, you can do that too. Let us know what you think are the scariest, if you agree or disagree with any of our assessments about these monsters. It's obviously easier together to kind of be like, no, it's not that scary, but like clearly in person, all of these would be terrifying.
100%.
Let's just put that out there first.
Also, let us know if there's anything you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, like
because now I think we've had people kind of start to consistently listen.
Yeah.
So I definitely would be very curious to know what you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, is there anything you want to know about us, or is there anything you want to hear our opinions on? Want us to just talk about? Like, we could, you know.
Can we do a whole podcast on Justin Roberts?
We could try. Except the entire thing would just be
6 figures I was only for. I don't even open my
There you go. All right. There we
it's
go.
Fine. All right, you guys
I've given her 2
day.
lines. Okay.
You did.
All right.
You got to talk about bats for like 10 minutes.
Understood. See, I sang with you. Okay? Anyway, hope you guys liked that. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever the heck.
All those things.
And let us know what you want. Okay,
Bye.
cool. Bye. Happy Halloween.